So the next resource booklet is called SolarKoodo, and this is an innovation by Nana, who's based in Burkina Faso. So again, similarly to the other resource booklets, there's a bit about how the innovation works. So her innovation is that she has developed a solar-powered irrigation system for desert areas in Burkina Faso. So again, addressing a real-life problem faced by many people around the world. Again, ask students to do some research about the country and to reflect on the sustainable development goals that this innovation works towards.
So one thing it talks about is chili con carne, and actually if you were to make chili con carne for 4 people, and it's got the ingredients here, how much water would you actually need to grow that? So that's not just the rice, but also the kind of water you needed actually when we produce animals. So I think this is something which is really important. A lot of people don't realise that a lot of our land is actually used for agriculture, and that's where most of the water that we use as humans actually ends up.
And again, there's a nice website which students can look at to really bring this to life called The Water We Eat, and they can have a look at the different meals that they eat and how much water is actually used to that goes into the production of the food that they eat every day. So as this innovation uses solar power, we've also included a maths task that looks at the efficiency of solar panels and asks students to investigate different arrays of solar panels. And then they can actually do this in the real practical tasks that are later on in the booklet.
So one of the tasks that the students can actually do is just make this very small cart. Again, it's powered by some of the equipment in the DEX set. It's using one of the motors and these motor holders here that we have. And then you can actually send this off around the classroom. So that's just a nice, very straightforward things that the students can build. After that, there's also an investigation which is actually looking at some of the solar panels in the kit. And I found that when I did this, I actually just stuck them onto a board, and that made it very straightforward and simple to actually investigate them in series and in parallel. And you could then maybe sort of just investigate 1 solar panel or 2, and it just made it a lot easier when it actually came to doing the investigation. So what we found when we tried this was that if you just have the electric motor inside, there wasn't quite enough power to actually get it moving. As soon as we took it outside, it just started whirring away. But this is really useful because hopefully this can actually then power a solar powered pump. Now the pump itself in the kit, it's a really nice 3D printed piece of equipment. The motor just fits inside it. You've then got a small green wheel that fits inside, and that's your electric pump that we can use to pump water. Also in the kit, there's one of these large syringes, just again for the students to have a feel of what it's like where something is electrically operated compared to when you're pumping water manually.
And the last thing actually worth mentioning as well, that there's an additional capacitor included in the kit. So to give students the opportunity to explore storing energy and then using it, releasing it at a later point when they need to. So for example, in this situation, the SolarKoodo is used again in the evening to power light or to charge mobile phones.
So again, if you'd like to have a look at this resource and actually download the PDF that you can use with your students, please just go to the STEM Resources website.